Hello, bonjour everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching my video and thank you for those who subscribes to my channel. Today we'll talk about Flames of War, command cards from the D-Day Waffen SS book. So today the card we're going to talk about is the 9 SS Panzer Division, the best firepower, and what it said is all heavy weapon, gun and tank units have the following rating for +1 point per 2 teams or part thereof. And what it does, it's changed the skill from 4 to veteran 3+, and heavy weapon assault from 5 to 4+. Also, it changed is it on from 4 to careful, from 3 to careful 4+. It is met for German-built formation armored SS Panzer Grenadier, the SS Panzer Grenadier, or the SS Reconnaissance Company title. So, what is heavy weapon, gun, and tank units? Here on the right side, you can see the armored SS Panzer Grenadier Company organogram. On first, you have the HQ, then you have the option of armored Panzer Grenadier platoon, and also under the second platoon, you may replace that one for an SS Panzer Grenadier platoon on foot or the SS Reconnaissance platoon. Then underneath, you have weapon, artillery, available for your force or instinct, etc. So we have heavy machine gun, on that example, the armored mortar section, and the armored flamethrower platoon. You can also have instinct like the 7.5 or the armored SD KFZ 251 7.5 and gun platoon, or the 7.5 gun platoon on foot. You also have the grill or the 15 centimeter gun platoon on foot, and the light AA platoon on track, or the light AA platoon on foot. All those units, that's what we call heavy weapon or gun team. Now when we talk about tank unit, according to Flames of War, it is the vehicle that the infantry use. For this case, they use as SDKFZ 251 as mode of transportation. And when the troop disembark, those vehicles become like tank with low firepower and low protection, but they are still considered for Flames of War as a tank unit. To help understand that command card, we're going to use the armored SMG-42 SS machine gun platoon. So a platoon of 4 SMG-42 heavy machine gun is 5 point. If you compare with the regular German forces, 4 heavy machine gun SMG-42 with 2 SDKFZ 251, it is worth 7 points. So there's already, you save 2 points with the SS. But it came at a price. The price is your motivation is fearless, really good. It's better than the regular force as confident 4+ with a less than 3. Is it on the 3+? That is really bad compared to regular force at 4. And when we look at the skill, is trained 4+ and assault 5+, and the irregular force is veteran 3+ and assault 4+. When we look at the half track, it is motivation fearless 3. They have a counterattack at 5 and remount at 4+ compared to the other, where it's confident at 4, counterattack is 6, and remount at 5+. So they are better with the SS half track than the regular force. But it is on the aggressive 3+, while the regular force is 4. Their skill is trained 4, and the assault is 5+, while the regular force is veteran 3+, and the assault is 5+. So they're pretty much the same. For that command card, the best firepower, this example is the armored SMG-42 SS machine gun platoon. We can cover both or all the facets of the command card, because if you decide to use 4 SMG-42 with 2 SDKFZ 251, it's 5 point, regular force is 7. And for the card is the total heavy weapon, for this example the SMG-42, gun, we don't have any with that example, and tank teams is the 2 half track. divided by 2. So it will be a total of 6 divided by 2. 3 point will be added to your total point. If you compare for the same 4 SMG 42 with 2 half-track regular German forces, it would cost you 7 point compared to the 8 point from the SS now with the card. But you get it on 4 for both the vehicle and the troops, and your skill will go from train 4 to veteran at 3+. So you get lots for only 1 point. Now if you decide when you build your forces in your formation to have only 4 SMG 42 heavy machine gun for 4-point SS, and you decide to use the best firepower, it would be 14 of SMG 42 divided by 2, so it's going to be 2 for the total heavy weapon, and it would be 2 more points to your formation. If you compare to the German regular force armored SMG 42 that is listed at 6 points, you reach now 6 points as well. So you can have skilled veteran 3+ with heavy weapon assault at 4+ instead of 4 and 5, and you're going to be it on careful 4+ instead of aggressive 3+. So it's a good card, but you have to be careful, because if you decide to use that card and you have, for example, the SS armored SMG 42 machine gun, a platoon of 4 plus his vehicle, and then you have 2 platoon with their vehicle and the headquarters with their vehicle, that you add all the vehicle from the platoon infantry and the headquarters, so it starts to become a lot of point. But again, it's a fine balance between having a strong SS unit or a weaker SS unit, but way more point available to purchase more unit. To conclude this video about the best firepower command cards, you have to understand that when you decide to use that card, it has to be used for every team, every platoon, every tank team inside that your particular formation. If it is an SS armored Panzer Grenadier, for example, you have to understand that the headquarters is 1 half-track, each platoon of 5 team, for example, is 3 half-track, so you have 7 more tank units in it. And if you just take, for example, the heavy machine gun with half-track, it's 7 units for the infantry, plus 6 more units for your SMG 42 team with half-track, so you are at 13 divided by 2, it's 6 more points, 7 more points for your team or your formation. It doesn't look like, but it will add on point really fast to your formation or total point allowed. But if you decide to have a Panzer Grenadier formation, so there's no half-track to go with the Panzer Grenadier, no half-track to the armored SMG 42 SS machine gun platoon, then it might be a really good card to have, because 4 SMG 42 heavy machine gun is going to be 2 more points for 6 points, and the Grenadier or Panzer Grenadier of the regular force heavy machine gun is 6.2, but you have motivation at fearless, skill at 4, veteran, and it on 4+. So a really strong heavy machine gun team in your formation. But again, it would be a question of balance. How many points do you have to build your formation for the next game, and how strong you want your forces? If you want lots of units on the table but get hit really easy and might be destroyed pretty easy as well, it might not be the way to go. But if you want to have a small SS Panzer formation that is really strong and really efficient, it might be a good way to make it happen. This completes my video on the D-Day Waffen SS command cards, the best firepowers. I hope you enjoyed to watch it. Help you to understand a bit more that command cards. Also, if I was wrong on some point I mentioned, feel free to mention it in the comments below. As well, what you think about the cards. Any comment is greatly appreciated, and I try to answer all of them. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you soon with my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.